Here we go again. Our friend LaVar Ball on the Pardon My Take podcast was asked if in his prime he could have beaten Zion Williamson in a one-on-one game. And forgive me, I'm not going to try to do LaVar's voice here, but LaVar answered, "Stop it. I'll murder that boy. He too small. He too slow. I'm way too fast for that boy. He's a youngster, man. My prime time, I would kill him. I'm way too strong and fast." Shannon Sharp, what is your response to LaVar's response?
Skip, LaVar could not beat Zion in his prime with Amazon Prime or any other type of prime. Even prime time couldn't help LaVar Ball beat Zion Williamson. Skip, nobody believed that he could do what he said. First, he could beat Jordan. Then he could beat this one, and he could beat that one. At some point in time, you know what Alonzo teammates are saying? Man, so your daddy crazy, man. Man, your daddy crazy. He think he can beat Zion. Nobody's taking him serious, Skip. You cannot average 2 points a game in your 1 year at Washington State and then think you're going to beat a generational talent that is Zion Williamson or any other player. Skip, does he realize? This is why LaVar made the Jets, because Skip, I think the best the best basketball player that became an NFL player is Antonio Gates. Antonio Gates at Kent State led Kent State to the Elite Eight. When I say he led, he was their best player, averaged 20 points a game. I think if I'm not mistaken, Skip, he was 20-8. So he was a legit player. He just realized, man, I'm too small. Yep. Skip, LaVar Ball is not beating those. First of all, Zion Williamson is not slow. I don't know if he noticed it. Nobody has a first, second step jump quickness that he's unmatched in that area. And I don't know if he realized it. Zion like 280, 290 himself. So he ain't too small and he ain't too slow. LaVar, you need to stop this. Man, you out your mind. You couldn't beat ever in your life. You couldn't even dream of beating Zion Williamson one-on-one.
Okay. I cannot tell you how much I hope you're right that the other Pelicans will just dismiss this as crazy LaVar talk, as just shtick, yes, as just LaVar being LaVar. But somehow this one hit me the wrong way. Somehow this one made me angry and made me sick, because I fear that Zion himself will try to laugh it off. But Shannon, you know and I know that every once in a while, you're a teammate of that guy's, that Lonzo whose father said this. And if your teammate's father said that you're too small and too slow, then in the very back of Zion's mind, he might start thinking, does Lonzo think I'm too small and too slow? Is he really not my friend and my soulmate connection that I thought he was? And it could threaten to wreck the chemistry long-term between Zion and Lonzo. And I don't know if people have noticed, but over those last 5 games before this forced layoff, Zion and Lonzo were becoming a thing, as in a Stockton to Malone kind of thing that's going to be historically great. I'm talking about fast break passes, lob passes for spectacular dunks, beautiful passes, because Lonzo is not a good passer. He's a great passer. And over those last 5 games, ironically, Lonzo played the best basketball of his professional life. He's still only 22 years of age, obviously 23, I think he's 20, well, whatever, 23 years of age. And Zion is obviously, 19 years of age? 19. So all of a sudden, Lonzo, over the last 5 games, averaged 21, 8, and 8. He was shooting 51% over the last 5 games from the three-point line because he fixed his three-point shot, his deep shot from over here to over here. And I loved it because it was hard, because he had the demons were stuck in his psyche too. And as LaVar said, well, he started doing it in AAU ball, and I just decided to let him do it because it was working, and it worked at UCLA from over here, but it won't work long term. It's sort of like LeBron's free throw shooting. But Lonzo fixed it. And all of a sudden, here comes LaVar out of left field, putting his shtick and his ego above his son's ability to succeed in his second home in New Orleans. And you know what I feel about Lonzo. I believe he can be a very special basketball player, and I think we've seen glimpses and flashes of that. But LaVar ruined that kid in Los Angeles. Again, their hometown. But Lonzo went number 2 to the Lakers, drafted by the great Magic Johnson, who blessed him as someday his jersey, his number 2, will hang up in the rafters here. Wow, that's a lot to live up to, especially when your father is painting the biggest target on your back that any kid coming into this league has ever had painted on his back. Because his father is saying he's already better than Steph Curry, he's this, he's that. And remember what happened on opening night. Patrick Beverley destroyed Lonzo Ball and then pointed up in the stands at LaVar and said, "That's for you, Pops." Okay? You know, you can't do it, LaVar. I know it puts you on the international map. I know it puts Ball in the family at the top of the ratings. I know it makes LaVar a household name, but it's always at the expense of Lonzo's ability to succeed in this league. And you can't take a shot at his new running mate, his new partner, his new basketball soulmate. You can't say he's too small and he's too slow, because it might just stick in the psyche and the craw of Zion going forward and create a little tiny rift between these two, a little rift that'll become a bigger one over time if anything starts to go wrong. I don't know. I hope you're right. I hope they just laugh it off, Shannon. I'm just not sure that's a laugh it off comment. That's a shot.
What if Zion were to pull a Michael Jordan? He sees, let's just say LaVar comes to practice one day, and he says, "Hey, LaVar, bring your ass." hey, don't worry, all that talking you was doing, all that gum bumping. Come on, let's see what you're putting down. And he beat the brakes off LaVar. Because you tell the story how Michael Jordan came into the gym after he had retired and told Tim Floyd, pointed at the guy, said, "Hey, I need to see you down here."
Yeah. I believe it was Corey Benjamin that they had drafted in the first round, who had said on draft night, "I'm sorry Michael retired because I could have taken him one-on-one." And then I happened to be at a practice the next year when Michael showed up unannounced in his sweats and pointed to Tim Floyd and said, "Coach," didn't even know Tim Floyd, they never met before, "Coach, would you allow me to play that guy one-on-one right now at the end of practice?" And Tim said, "Sure." And you know the rest of the story. The poor kid got destroyed. Unfortunately here, LaVar was talking about when he was in his prime, back in his, early 20s.
No,
whatever.
I want to see.
Yeah, I do too.
I want to see now.
I just want LaVar to leave Lonzo alone. Please leave him alone, LaVar. Speaking of LaVar, he's from Compton here in Los Angeles, and up next, we need your help. I dare you to contribute to this debate, because we are trying to choose the greatest 4 Mount Rushmore players, performers in the world of sports, simply from Los Angeles. Try to do it. It's impossible. Stay tuned and help us with this.